Sup again. Guess what? It's time for another one of those videos where I explain something in Relics of Hyrule. This time it's Loud Nirnroot and how to avoid it. No, never mind. This is the Phantom Sword video. So I'm here on Solstheim. The Phantom Sword is a pretty cool weapon. It's gonna be good. I don't know where I was going with that, but it's on Solstheim, so you have to go to Solstheim first, and then there's this island in the very northeast of the place. It's north of Frostle, directly north of Frostle. In fact, it's that island that you may know and love that's a little glitchy. You may recognize this island as, wait for it, the one with Giant Nirnroot and Spriggans running around. So this is the Giant Nirnroot Island. And I put something here. I put the Phantom Blade here in this. This is Vitrianav, is the only named secret grotto. And yeah, the Phantom Blade is in here. So you open Vitrianav, logically, and you come on down. I still need to fix that. And it's a Nord ruin, which makes sense because it's nearby one of those ruined Nord ruins. Bunch of Nord rubble on a different island. So you come on down. There's not much in it, but then you come across to this. And this is something I always wanted to do, but I never really did. Itnumzand and Morwidajal were originally going to be one dungeon, but then I split them because it made more sense. And it was going to be Morwidajal broke into Itnumzand. But I didn't end up doing that. Ah, crap. But yeah, this is Nord Ruin, and they were building and they broke into a Dwarven Ruin. That is so annoying. Why you do this? Oh well, I'll fix that. So yeah, when you first enter Vitrianav, these doors might be closed. I forget if they're open or closed. But either way, standard stuff. You go on down the stuff, and you'll see there's a guy over there, and it's a phantom. Now hold up, Phantom. Let me explain something. You may notice that this Phantom has a Hylian Shield. Okay. He has a Hylian Shield. No. Okay. Hylian Shield. And he has a special sword that's based on the Dragonbone Greatsword. I just took the Dragonbone Greatsword and stretched it out, and then put a steel sword in the middle. You can see that right down the middle there, to fill up the empty space that was left over. So this is unique to the Phantoms. I'll take him down and I'll talk more about it. Also, the Phantoms, they use the invisible race, which is the vanilla race, and I just had to make special armor for the invisible races so that they could use this. And his helmet is entirely empty, so he's like an animated suit of armor. You can see down his neck hole there too. It's pretty awesome. See, I'll take care of him. And he descends into ghostly remains. Which are still somehow bleeding. So, he will be carrying a shield. This one's holding a Hylian Shield. Sometimes they'll carry Skyloft Iron Shields, things like that. They always have Ectoplasm, and they always have Phantom's Battleswords. Now, when you loot a Phantom's Battlesword, it starts out as a great sword. So you can equip it, and the game treats it as a great sword. I'm swinging really fast because I'm wearing the silver gauntlets, and this character was my testing character, so she has a lot of sort of extra stuff that whatever. So what's supposed to happen if your followers don't glitch through a wall is you open this, and inside you'll see the Phantom, probably in that corner, and the Phantom Blade, which is pretty awesome. You can see the Phantom Blade has the God of the Sea, has his seal on there, and pretty awesome, but it's not finished. It's just a blade. You can't really do anything with it. So, I will tell you what you can do with those, the blade and the Phantom's Battlesword, in one moment. If you take a Phantom's Battlesword to the alteration workbench, you can change it between one-handed and two-handed. So this is the two-handed version. That's the one-handed version. The one-handed version has more damage because I'm specialized in one-handed with this character. So you can switch between the two. Naturally, the Phantom Battlesword is normally a two-handed weapon, but you can switch it to one-handed, and for some reason it disappeared from the smithing menu because that's just silly. So that's the Phantom Battlesword. Okay, now I'm going to talk about how to make the Phantom Sword. To make the Phantom Sword, you need the Phantom Hourglass. It can be filled with any amount of sand. You need the Phantom Hourglass in your inventory. You need the Phantom Blade. And you need 1 sample of Sand of Hours. And you also need, if you're at the Ancient Enchanter like I am, you need 50 Enchanting or 40 Alteration. And if you're at the Terminian Forge, you need 50 Smithing. And then you can craft the Phantom Sword. And then once you do that, you can craft the true Phantom Sword. But in order to do that, you need 60 Enchanting or 50 Alteration at the Ancient Enchanter, or 60 Smithing at the Termina Forge, and you need a full Phantom Hourglass. So I'm going to hack one into my inventory. Full Phantom Hourglass in my inventory. I'm at the Ancient Enchanter. I have Crazy, Go Nuts, University, Enchanting, and Alteration, so I can make the true Phantom Sword. And for some reason, it thinks that I don't have the Phantom Sword in my inventory. That's kind of weird. I'm using a mod that forces it into first person, by the way. Okay, true Phantom Sword. Woo. Now then, the Phantom Sword, which I think I can... Is there one? Add... Help Sand of Hours. Okay. I'm going to make another Phantom Sword to show you what you can do with it. It's under ebony, obviously. Okay. Phantom Sword. So, normal Phantom Sword, it has a paralyze enchantment. So, it has a chance of paralyzing enemies. And you may notice, it's hard to tell, very hard to tell. The blade is very slightly transparent. It's like 99% opaque, but in certain light, you can see through it. It's very difficult to see through it. Yeah, you can see now. Yeah, see, you can see Red Mountain through the Phantom Sword there. You can see it's brighter at the top and not so much at the bottom. So it's very slightly transparent. So a Phantom Sword, standard sword, kind of a short sword. It's quicker than most swords by a little bit. You can see it's based on the same mesh as the Wind Waker swords, and I fiddled around with the handguard there, and I used some dwarven stuff to put it on in there. Anyway, that's the Phantom Sword. The true Phantom Sword is pretty awesome. It looks pretty much exactly the same, and it uses the same scabbard as the Corrupt Master Sword, and it's slightly transparent as well, you can see there. But the true Phantom Sword can do something that the normal Phantom Sword can't, which is this. So you may recognize that from my Phantom Hourglass video, where I was talking about the spells. On power attacks, the Phantom Sword can launch beams that when they strike an enemy, they will paralyze them, and it uses the resurrection effect to be more ooh and phantom-y, which is why it made that noise, because I have a mod that makes noise when you resurrect things. But that doesn't matter. And it's also an explosion, so if there's more enemies around, you can paralyze a lot of them. The true Phantom Sword has an infinite enchantment, if I remember correctly. Let me hit Ellery and see if I can find out. Come on over here, Ellery. I want to ask you a question. Yeah, it's fine. So the true Phantom Sword has an infinite enchantment. The normal Phantom Sword doesn't, as far as I know. You can tell because this one doesn't have a little bar, and this one does have a little bar. And for some reason, the Phantom Sword is worth more than the true Phantom Sword. Don't know why. Anyway, so yeah, true Phantom Sword. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so that is the Phantom Battle Sword, the Phantoms, and the Phantom Sword, and the true Phantom Sword. That was kind of a jumbled up video, and I found a lot of bugs that I needed to fix. So, thank you for watching. Go and find the Phantom Sword and the Phantom Hourglass, and all sorts of awesome stuff will happen. You may notice that it did not use the Phantom Hourglass. The Phantom Hourglass just has to be in your inventory for it to work. See, I still have it, and it didn't break. So, that's that. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Yeah.